Hello students, in this video we'll learn the nutrition in human being process and also the parts of human digestive system. Okay, the very important topic for the exam point of view, which is from the chapter life process of class 10 standard. So let us go one by one the parts which are been associated with the nutrition in human being process. So let us see. As we know, the food enters the body through mouth. Okay, so the mouth consists of three elements. The three elements are the first one. Okay, we know it very well. The first element is teeth. We know the function of teeth. Teeth is helpful in grinding and chewing of food. And the one more is three elements I spoke. So the one is the teeth, the other one is the tongue. Tongue is very simplest function. Tongue function is just to mix the food with the saliva for easy swallowing. Okay, and the one more is the third one, that is salivary glands. Salivary glands. So these are the three elements present in the mouth and which are helpful in conducting the sort of nutrition in human beings process. The third one is salivary glands, which is responsible to secrete salivary amylase. And second, salivary amylase is responsible for the digestion of starch. Okay, and it converts digestion into sugar. Then the food moves into the next part of our body. Then the food moves further, like it. Next, the food moves through the esophagus. Now, how does the food move through esophagus? The food moves through esophagus by one kind of a movement. We call it as what? Which movement? You know, the peristaltic movement. Peristaltic movement. Now, what do you mean by the peristaltic movement? Peristaltic movement is nothing but the continuous contraction and expansion of alimentary canal. Okay, alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is nothing but the parts which have been associated with the digestive system or nutrition process. We call it as what, alimentary canal. Now there are many parts involved in the alimentary canal. One among them is the esophagus. As you can see, this tube-like structural movement, the food enters into the stomach. Okay, okay. The main process takes place in the stomach itself because three gastric juices have been released in the stomach. Okay, which are the three gastric juices secreted in the stomach? Let's see. The one is the pepsin. One is the pepsin. Okay, the function of pepsin is to break down the protein, but one condition. What is the condition? Pepsin, it starts its digestion process only when the medium is acidic, and that acidic nature is being created by other gastric juices, that is HCl. The walls of the stomach releases HCl, and this HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, is responsible for creating an acidic nature in the stomach. And in that acidic nature, pepsin starts its functioning of digestion. But one more function of HCl is what, it kills the germs which has entered with the food. And the one more, I said it three. We just discussed the two, HCl and pepsin. The third one is the mucus. Okay, as you may be having an idea, when acid falls on our hand, the skin starts to burn. The same thing happens with the stomach as well. Okay, the HCl is released inside the stomach, so inner lining of stomach may be damaged. That's why the inner lining of the stomach are been secreted by mucus. Okay, and that mucus is helpful in preventing the damage or the rupturing. Okay, it protects the inner lining of stomach from getting ruptured. Okay, that is what the function of mucus. Then the food moves into the small intestine. From stomach, the food moves into the small intestine. Okay, as you can see it here, the food is entering stomach, then it enters into the small intestine. Once again, it enters in the small intestine. There, the two juices have been enzymes have been secreted. Okay, the one is the liver secretes bile juice. Liver secretes bile juice. Who is going to secrete the bile juice? The liver. As you can see, this is the liver. Liver secretes the bile juice. The function of bile juice are two functions have been performed by bile. One is what, first of all, as we know it very well, as I say you, in the stomach, acidic medium is been created by the HCl. The food which is entered into the small intestine, it also will be acidic in nature. All right. So that acidic nature should convert it into alkaline because the pancreas juice will not be able to perform its function on the food. So that's why bile juice is responsible for the conversion of acidic medium into alkaline medium. That is one of the function. And other function is what bile juice convert the fat globules into small, it converts the larger fat globules into the smaller fat globules. The other function of bile juice is what? It converts the larger fat globules into smaller fat globules, and that process is called as what? Emulsification. Okay. The other one is pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice secretes three enzymes. Those enzymes, one is trypsin, Trypsin. Trypsin. Other one is lipase. Okay, trypsin का function है, it digests or breaks down protein, and other one is lipase. Lipase breaks down that smaller fat globules into still more smaller fat globules. Okay, and one more is pancreatic amylase. Pancreatic amylase digests starch. Okay, so these are the functions of the enzymes. And after the small intestine, the food moves into the large intestine. The food which moves into the large intestine, we call it as undigested food. Okay. Now the undigested food has entered into the large intestine where the excess amount of water absorption takes place. Then from the large intestine, the food moves into the rectum. Food moves into the rectum where the temporary collection of waste takes place. Okay, as you can see here, the rectum, temporary temporary collection of undigested food takes place in the rectum. Okay, and after some while, when there is an initiation of removal of waste, then the waste is been eliminated through the anus, and through the anus the food has been eliminated outside the body. That process we call it as what? Egestion. The removal of waste from the body is called as an egestion. I hope so you have been clear with the process. Kindly just comment it out if anywhere you have been struggling or if you have been mentioned anywhere wrong. So thank you for watching the video and continue to watch.